Good morning, it's day 102.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all.
Here's my breakfast. It's 10:30. That's half serving of the Great Grain cereal for 100 calories and half a serving of the Special K Protein Plus for 50 calories with half a cup of skim milk. Altogether, I think 195 calories. I'm gonna run upstairs and get my computer and stuff. I still have to load yesterday's vlog, which was a total fail. It's my indulgence day, but haven't decided where we're gonna go later. Gonna go downstairs and hang out for a little while. Madison and I just got done preparing some wonderfully healthy blueberry bars, didn't we?
Yeah. I just like this food, so that's why I have dirty face.
Oh, you got it on your neck. How'd you do that?
I just spilled all over my neck.
Okay, hold on, don't touch it. Yeah, so these are like really healthy blueberry bars that I found the recipe for online. It's got, oats and just a little brown sugar, applesauce, blueberries, an egg, whole wheat flour. So even with regular brown sugar, it's only 120 calories for 1/9 of the pan for one bar. But I use Splenda Blend brown sugar, so it's probably closer to like, I don't know, maybe 100 calories or something. And pretty good for you too. So we'll see how they look and how they taste when they come out of the oven. Okay, so it is 10 after 1. It is my indulgence day today, so that's what I'm doing. I'm having leftovers from last night. I had one. That's the enchilada. And I also had a little bit of chips and salsa. This is a little piece of the blueberry bars that we made. Alana's reading a cookbook. Here are the blueberry bars. And Madison seems to be enjoying it too, so I'm going to take a little taste of this and finish my lunch. So, how about a mommy tip for all you moms out there that probably already know it? When Madison was a baby, I learned very quickly this trick because I pumped breast milk for her for like the first 6 months, I think, because she did not have a good latch, and I've since had a breast reduction, but at that point I was too big to really do anything. So I had to pump, and I had the, Playtex Soft Embrace or something like that, breast pump, but it had a lot of pieces and parts just like every other pump that you had to clean all the time. So I read on a message board to prevent having to clean it after every pump, because I was pumping like every 2 hours or something, just take your breast pump cups and everything, the whole apparatus, after you're done pumping and emptying your breast milk into whatever you're going to freeze it in or put it in a bottle or whatever, you just take the whole thing, not the machine part, but the actual part that you connect to yourself, just put it all in the fridge. I put mine in a big gallon Ziploc bag, put them in the fridge until the next time I pumped, and then at the end of the day, I would wash it because they were only going to be out for 10-15 minutes at a time, and then I could put them right back in the fridge. So as long as I washed them once or twice a day, it was fine. Well, then after that, Madison was still on a bottle, and she had multiple bottles a day. Well, I used the same theory. You fill a bottle with formula, you give it to her, she drinks it in about 5 or 10 minutes. You take the bottle, you put it back in the refrigerator. I also, hold on a second, here Alana. I also kept a pitcher full of formula in the refrigerator. It would last between 1 and 2 days, and then after that I would wash the pitcher out and I would make more. I think it was like 92 or 96 ounces or something like that, the pitcher was. So that kept us from having to constantly measure formula and make it in the bottle and all that. And then, so again, at the end of the day, I would just wash the bottle out and then whatever. So, as I told you before, I still give Alana milk, not formula, but milk. And she has it before her nap, and she has it before she goes to bed in a cup. And I do the same thing with the cup. Instead of constantly washing cups, she's got 1 cup for juice that she has pretty much with her all day, or water or whatever. And then the milk cup we keep in the refrigerator when she's not drinking out of it. And then every night after she goes to bed, I wash it out. So it just will keep you from having to wash all the time. And yeah, so there's a little mommy tip for you. So I had a question about skin elasticity, which if you are wanting to lose weight, or if you are losing weight, or if you have lost weight, it's usually on everybody's mind. Because as you know, as you get bigger, your skin gets stretched out, and then especially as you get older, your skin loses elasticity, so when you lose that weight, sometimes you're left with flabby skin. The morbidly obese usually need what's called a full body lift, which is plastic surgery to remove all that flabby skin. Although I have to say that the people on The Biggest Loser, they look pretty good, especially the girls. I mean, they were pretty big. I mean, what were they? They were in the mid 200s. They looked pretty good. They didn't look like they had had any surgery or look like they had a lot of flabby skin, but that's beside the point. Anyway, that was a big concern of mine when I first lost the weight, because as you know, I started at 220, and I was really afraid of that. I did tell you earlier about my breast reduction, which really helped with my self-esteem in losing the weight, and it also helped, perk me up a bit, so I wasn't worried about the elasticity there. But as far as my biggest thing would be my stomach, and I did have some flabby skin on my stomach, I'm not going to lie. I would not have worn a bikini, that's for sure, but I wouldn't have even worn a bikini before I had kids, so that might just be me. I wouldn't say it's awful, awful, awful. It wasn't the first time anyway, and I have no idea what it's going to look like this time. Since I'm older now, it's probably going to be more flabby. I will show you my stomach, at least part of it, when I reach goal weight, I promise. Just so that you can see. My husband says that he is willing to try to do whatever we can to get me a tummy tuck if I want one in the future. But number one, I don't know if I want one, as far as I don't really dig surgery, so and plus I don't really want to be in debt $3,000 to $5,000 to $7,000 to $10,000. And thirdly, we may be having a third child at some point, and so I definitely wouldn't want to jump into that before we've made that decision or not. Which on that note, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm having babyitis like big time because Alana is 2 now, and she's definitely getting out of that baby stage and just looking at their baby pictures and everything. And it's one thing if you have your last one and you know it's your last one, you know, so you're kind of soaking up every little baby moment that you can get. But it's another thing when you're just kind of like floating in the idea of having another one and you don't really know, and then if you decide not to, it's like, oh, but I didn't get to savor those little baby moments. So the probability is that we are probably going to try for a boy, but of course pray for just a healthy baby. But you know, we want that opportunity to hopefully have a son. But we are getting older, you know, I'm over the hill at 30, so just depends on where Brian's career is going to go, what we're going to do with our financial situation. That's the biggest factor for me. Of course, it's hard being a mom and having a newborn right now. I would probably be tearing my hair out. But that's why God made pregnancies 9 months long, so that we can prepare during that time. That's my theory anyway. But anyway, yeah, loose skin is an issue that you probably are concerned about, and that you probably should be concerned about if that's you know, something that you're worried about, because it's a probability that it's going to happen. As far as products to use, I can't give you any advice on that. I used cocoa butter on my stomach during my first pregnancy, but I did get a lot of stretch marks. The stretch marks don't really bother me right now. In fact, the loose skin doesn't really bother me either at this point. That's why I'm not like up in arms about it, like give me the tummy tuck now, because my husband finds me attractive, and that's all I really care about. He's the only one that really will see my stomach, so if he's fine with it, then I'm fine with it too. Does that make sense? Just as long as it doesn't look like I'm pregnant in my clothes, or if I can wear a swimsuit without like all kinds of lumps and bumps and rolls and whatever, then I'm okay with that. But again, as far as products go, I don't know. I was trying that Nivea cellulite cream on my thighs. I was doing it at least every night for like close to a month. I didn't really notice a big difference, and I haven't been doing it consistently now. I still do have about at least a third of the tube left, so I think I am going to use the rest of that. And there's also a serum, which I think uses the same ingredients, but it may be in like more concentrated form. So if I can find that on sale in the future and I have a coupon, I will probably buy that. It is pretty pricey, the serum is. But I did see an episode of Tyra a couple years ago where they did a challenge or whatever, and the before and after pictures were pretty incredible. So that's another thing. If you're thinking about cellulite or something, I would recommend you check that product out, or at least try to find that episode of Tyra so you can see what I'm talking about, because they had great results. So this is my third Snickers egg, so it's probably about 450 calories. I have no idea what we're going to be doing for dinner, because the way the timing's going to work, I just don't know. Because I want to take Brian to the IMAX theater to see a movie possibly. I'm going to ask him if he wants to do that or not. And I'm vlogging over here. So I don't know about the timing, but it's about 3:30. I've got to get ready. I'm going to shower, do my hair, my makeup, all that good stuff. Try to get out of here in a little bit more than an hour. Take the girls down to the Y and figure out what we're going to do during our parents' night out, and what we're going to eat and stuff like that. Before, after. What are you doing?
I'm making this burger half of its size because it's so monstrous that I couldn't even pick it up right and eat it.
Are you a pig?
Am I a pig? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a pig.
Let me see that burger. That's half of a 3/4
It's awesome.
pounder. Here's mine, junior burger. I guess that's ranch. These are potatoes. I got the half or a 1/4 pound burger. So it is 10:15. We just got back and got the girls in bed. They had a late night, which is very rare for them. But we definitely took advantage of that 5 hours that we had. We tried to anyway. We tried to go to this one place, this IMAX Dome, but the movie times on the website were wrong, and it stormed like crazy here. It was so freaking scary when I was trying to drive on the highway. And then, so then we ended up going just to the regular theater, and we saw Super 8, which is really pretty good. I would recommend it. It's pretty good. And, so, what was the last thing I told you that I ate? I showed you, the enchilada and chips that I had, and then, oh yeah, I showed you that I had the 3 Snickers eggs, and then that was the last thing. Well, when we went to the movies, I got a medium popcorn, and I put lots of butter on it. Hold on. Solid! And so I ate most of that. Brian ate some of that too. I ate a box of Goobers, which are chocolate-covered peanuts, and I had a water. Because they don't have anything diet and caffeine-free at the movie theater, which is ridiculous to drink. But whatever, water was fine anyway. And then we went to this place to eat, this burger place, and we got chili cheese fries, which I really necessarily wasn't even really hungry, but whatever, you know how it is. It's like you're not really hungry, but then you go out to eat and you're just like, okay, I'll eat. But we got chili cheese fries, and I ate quite a bit of that, and then we got our actual meal, and I didn't eat very much of that at all. I showed it to you. It was a quarter pounder with cheese and with ketchup and mustard on it, and these like pretzel chips, kind of like french fries. I ate a couple of those with ranch, and then, I don't know, maybe a third of my burger, and we brought the rest home. If I get hungry before I go to bed, I'll eat a little bit more of that, but I doubt I will. It's 10:15 now. I'll be in bed in 3 hours. But all in all, we had a good time. It's a pretty good deal to be able to leave the kids in a place that I know is safe, that they are familiar with, and that they have a good time. I think Madison was tired, though. She was a little like, I thought you forgot about me. She wasn't crying or anything, but, you know, I think she was just tired and she just wanted to come home, and the other kids' parents had already come because it was done at 10 and we were there at like 10 till, so a lot of the other parents had already come to get their kids, and so she was like, thought we forgot about her or something. What else? That's pretty much it. Oh, I gotta tell you, I forgot to take my measurements this morning. I know. But I took them after I got out of the shower. Before or after I got out of the shower. And they were the same. And I tried to kind of do smaller, a little bit smaller on the waist. Like a little tighter. Because I'd already eaten and fluids and everything. I usually do it first thing in the morning. And everything was the same as last week, which I think was like 29 on the waist and like, can't remember on the hips or whatever, but same as last week, which is pretty surprising to me after almost a 6-pound loss, well, almost a 5.5 pound loss. I mean, that my measurements would be the same, but I don't know for sure that it was the same, because I don't know what it could have been this morning. Sorry, I keep saying that. And also I was the same, 160.6 this morning. Very surprising to me that I have plateaued right now. Not sure really what's up with that. I've been good on the eating the last few days. I don't know. I exercised on Wednesday and Thursday, and I weighed the same Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't know if that has anything to do with the exercise, or maybe my body is just like, whoa, 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 that's enough. But whatever. Oh, also real quick, I had a question about why I weigh myself every day. And the answer to that is, number one, I'm kind of anal OCD, kind of control freak, so I need to know every day. Number two, I'm usually the same or have lost at least 0.2 because I have a decimal point on my scale. So I usually am the same or at least lose 0.2 every day if I'm good on my diet. When I just diet. Now, if I throw exercise in there, sometimes things can get a little crazy. But anyway, just having that 0.2 loss every day, that, at least the first time I lost a whole bunch of weight, it really gave me the motivation to keep going. And so that's just something I've continued to do. Now, when I was gaining all the weight and when I was pregnant and all that, I did not weigh myself every day. It's just to monitor while I'm losing the weight. It would drive me nuts not to know what I am every morning, period. Now, is it hard to see gains? Yes, it is. That's why I have in the past, after I have an indulgence day like I had today, which, believe me, I indulged, I know. I went a little crazy, I know. But it's been 2 weeks since I've let loose, so I'm not going to feel bad about it. But I have in the past, after an indulgence day, not weighed myself for like 3 or 4 days just because I didn't want to see the gain and have to deal with it and whatever. I just kind of leave that to how I'm feeling, whether I'm going to weigh or not. And tomorrow and the next few days, I think I will, just to kind of see where I'm at since we are in this experiment. And I do have, how many days left? Only 4 days left. So hopefully within that 4 days, I will get back to what I was today. Sometimes I can equalize within about 3 or 4 days. So if I get back to 160 range, I will be very happy with that to have a 5 to 6 pound loss for phase 3. So that is all for tonight. No matter what kind of pissy comments I have, bitchy comments, jerk comments, it doesn't matter to me. And I'm telling myself that because, yes, it does hurt me. But I've got to let myself shrug it off. Because number one, Jesus tells us to love everyone, even those that don't like us. So I'm trying to be like him. And number two, it's not going to get me anywhere to feel bad or to care or to let it bother me when people have not so nice things to say. I know that there are plenty of you out there that watch these vlogs and get something out of it, whether it be entertainment or inspiration or encouragement or whatever it may be. I know that there are some of you out there that get the good stuff, and that's what matters to me. And it's your sweet comments of encouragement and just knowing that I'm entertaining or helping somebody that keeps me going every day. So I'll let that be what's on my heart. So, good night.